What sources do you need in Wikipedia? This is a great topic to discuss because I don't think anybody really has a firm understanding of what sources are required when they first start editing Wikipedia. If they're trying to show notability, they don't have the experience editing Wikipedia, you haven't been there for a while, it's really hard to grasp why Wikipedia uses some sources and not other sources. I'll give you an example right off the bat. Forbes, great publication, correct? But Wikipedia looks at who wrote the article in Forbes. Written by a staff writer, they're going to accept it as gold. If it's not written by a staff writer, say it's some contributor, someone who did a submission for it, they're going to treat it like dirt. So it's really important to know which references to use. And the question that comes up all the time is, isn't there just a list of sources that we can use and just go by this list to know what we can use and what we can't use? The short answer is yes, but I want to give you a little bit of caution here. It doesn't matter about the list. What matters is Wikipedia's interpretation of these specific references. Now, over the years, this list has developed based on the interpretation of editors, but sometimes there's still references out there that may not be on this list, which are considered good references. They just haven't made it to this list. So it's not an all-inclusive list. It's not one that you can say, well, the reference isn't on here, so I guess I can't use it. Or the reference is on here, but it says I can't use it for certain things. There's a little bit of additional places you can check, such as notice boards and everything. But I'm going to share the screen with you now and show you exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm going to include a link to this specific page at the bottom of this video. And the reason I do that is because the second I publish this video, this page is going to change. This page changes regularly. If you go to the talk page, you can see that there are currently discussions on what should be used, what shouldn't be used, any changes that are made. One of the most recent ones, let's just scroll down and see what they discussed. They're talking right now about the Tennessee Star. They're debating Fox News, which is a constant debate on Wikipedia. CNET. So they're all determining whether or not these should be included in this list or how they should be treated. Now, what's nice about this list is they give you legends. They give you green, yellow, pink, red, gray, all these little shortcuts here, so you kind of know just by looking and seeing the color code exactly what they're looking for. If you're colorblind, don't worry, because it's just as easy to read them. It's just a little easier because it catches your eye right away. So starts with 112 Ukraine. You can see that it's in the red. And it's got a stop symbol here, which means it's pretty much not going to be used on Wikipedia, at least to show notability. And that's the one thing that we're really worried about here, is what references can we use to show notability. You could see that it was depreciated following a request for comment in 2019, showed overwhelming consensus that a slew of they're associated with Russian disinformation in Ukraine. Okay, great. ABC News, yeah, consensus is that anything from American Broadcast Company is generally reliable, and it shouldn't be confused with anything else named ABC. Now you can go down further, and you can see all these red. And what I'm going to do is search for Forbes real quick, since we just talked about that. And where is it? Down. Here we go. So you see Forbes. It is in both the green and the red. It basically says Forbes and Forbes.com include articles written by staff writers. Anything written by a staff writer generally has oversight, editorial oversight. They're fact-checked, so they're likely going to be good articles you can use. But if you look below, you can notice Forbes.com also has contributors, where people can, they can actually pay to be part of a specific council on Forbes, where they write things on tech or entrepreneurs. Those articles do not generally have the same oversight as people who are employed and working as a staff writer, so Wikipedia sees them as not so much. Same thing happens with Entrepreneur. Where is entrepreneur here? So there's Entrepreneur and Entrepreneur India. And it's basically saying that there's no really consensus for it. Use it cautionary. So I can tell you, if you're looking to establish notability on Wikipedia based solely on having a few entrepreneur articles, don't do it. You're not gonna make it. Some editors are gonna say it's good. Some editors are gonna say it's bad. Generally, with entrepreneur, what I have seen lately, and this is why I said that this list isn't exactly 100% accurate. What I've seen lately from entrepreneur is it's treated more like Forbes. If you find an entrepreneur article that is written by a staff writer, they're going to generally treat it as the same as a Forbes staff writer. If it's an entrepreneur written by a contributor, or Entrepreneur has versions like you see Entrepreneur India, Entrepreneur has versions in different places throughout the world. Like I even think like Forbes has a Middle East version as well that I think they treat more of like a contributor version. But again, things change. Newsweek is another one which can be surprising. Newsweek seems like a great publication, right? Wikipedia says no. It says pre-2013, it's pretty good. Since then, they've said that it's not generally reliable. From 2013 to 2018, it was owned and operated by IBT Media, the parent company of International Business Times. And I'm assuming that Wikipedia has an issue with International Business Times, or they wouldn't be tacking them in the present. So they say they're focusing on clickbait. All publications focus on clickbait. It's how they're getting readers to their publication. So let me check International Business Times. Yep, and this is strange because for me, International Business Times is a very, very reliable publication, but Wikipedia says no. Even Daily Mail. If we go to Daily Mail, you could see that it's all red. And this isn't because of the reliability of the Daily Mail. Daily Mail wrote a hit piece on Wikipedia years ago, and ever since then, editors have been attacking it, and they were finally able to get consensus to pretty much say that, nah, it's crap. And you can see they discussed it in 2017, 2019, 2020, and 2022 is the most recent date. Now, that's also where you can see these years as well. So let's say crack.com. Let's say you got an article in crack.com and you think, hey, crack.com is really doing good as of late. They've got editors, fact checkers, oversight. You can see 2015 was when this was last updated. So it's been 7, 8, 9 years, whatever it is by now. Maybe it's time to revisit that with a request on the Reliable Source Noter Board, just like they're debating Fox News and the Tennessee publication now. So Rolling Stone, and I'm just giving you some examples right now, obviously, but you can click on the link below and kind of take a look and find out what is and what isn't. Rolling Stone here, generally reliable on cultural matters. But politics, not so much. Cultural Council, not so much. But Rotten Tomatoes, a review website, yeah, of course, we're going to give Rotten Tomatoes as much, props as we can on here. So you can go through and search for some of your favorite ones. I just hit Control F on my keyboard. And you can search anything you want, but even Snopes is considered a reliable source, but SourceWatch is not. Some of these surprise me at times, but regardless, surprise me or not, whether you agree with it or not, when you're looking to establish notability on Wikipedia, this is the link you want to go with. So use this as your guide. And good luck creating your page.